The Motion Tracker Approach, MTA, is a civil society-led method for achieving government commitments through building coalitions, driving change, and strengthening accountability. In each setting, a local civil society organization, CSO, serves as the convener and is responsible for leading the implementation of the MTA. The MTA's 6 steps. If the government has not launched commitments, the first step is the development and launch of commitments. The convener works with the government, CSOs, and experts to develop smart commitments and classify each one as implicit if it is broad or explicit if it is clear and actionable. The convener then supports the government's public launch of the commitments. If the government has already launched commitments, step 1 is the identification of commitments. The convener works with government and civil society partners to identify commitments and classify each one as implicit or explicit. Step 2. Deconstruction of commitments. The convener brings together government, civil society partners, and other stakeholders involved in the development of the commitments to clarify their meaning and identify specific strategies for each commitment. The group then categorizes each commitment according to the World Health Organization's health system building blocks to allow stakeholders to easily identify which commitments are linked to their area of work. Step 3. Development of process indicators. The convener works with government, civil society, and other stakeholders to develop process indicators for tracking progress for each strategy. Step 4. Validation meeting and stakeholder mapping. The convener gathers all stakeholders involved in achieving the commitments to present the results of steps 1 through 3 and ensure consensus on both the commitments and the roadmap for achieving them. As part of the validation meeting, the convener develops a partner matrix that indicates how each stakeholder contributes to achieving the process indicators. Step 5. Media training and engagement. The convener works with the government to conduct a training workshop for journalists to improve their understanding of the commitments and the MTA. The training also focuses on building strong relationships between the government and the media to improve transparency and reporting on government activities and progress. Step 6. Tracking progress and accountability. The convener, first, works with partners to regularly collect data on process indicators, which is validated and disseminated through semi-annual stakeholder meetings and published on the country page on the MTA website. Second, uses the data and other information gathered from partner engagements to track progress on the commitments and identify successes and challenges. Lastly, conducts targeted engagement with the government, CSOs, and other stakeholders in the partner matrix to celebrate successes and address challenges in achieving the process indicators. Through these 6 steps, the MTA strengthens a growing international network of implementers and advocates to advance government commitments, especially sexual and reproductive health and rights. By utilizing this approach, we will continue to build coalitions to drive change, strengthen accountability, and ultimately achieve commitments.